Hey guys, Kildare here, and today we'll be looking at the top 10 human heroes from Warcraft for Heroes of the Storm. This is of course a list I comprised myself, so there might be a little biasm because I like some characters over others. Also, I may have forgotten some notable humans here and there, and I do apologize for that. After all, Warcraft has more characters in it than the freaking Bible, so with that said, let's have a look. Number 10, Daelin Proudmoore. Number 10 was originally going to be Genn Greymane, but then I decided to change it because, well, he's in the game now, so thank you, Blizzard. For those of you who are unaware, Daelin Proudmoore was the Lord Admiral over Kul Tiras, and father of Jaina Proudmoore. He appeared in Warcraft 3, which is also his demise to Rexxar. Daelin had an extreme hate for the Horde and orcs in particular. If he were to be implemented into heroes, I think he would be pretty similar to Genn, having a sword and pistol and overall looking like a captain of a ship. Since he was a very angry man, his moves could revolve around rage or something like that. But what I really want to see is a heroic ability that allows him to command a ship way off in the distance and bombard location with cannonballs, similar to how Captain Blackheart works, but not exactly the same way. Anyway, I thought it was a cool idea. Number 9, Anduin Lothar. Probably one of the more unique heroes on this list, as he is mostly speculation. You don't really see Lothar per se making his debut in Warcraft 2, from which point onwards he is only mentioned and revered. He died in the Second War to Ogrim Doomhammer at Blackrock Mountain, where his monument still stands. From what I can read, he was probably one of the most powerful warriors in all of Azeroth, known as the Lion of the Alliance. He was exceptionally strong and had a very strong sense of integrity and always served the greater good. His moveset would probably be that of a warrior, probably arms or protection warriors, as sometimes he is seen with a shield, but he always has his faithful sword, Quell Sarum. Despite popular belief, his sword is not actually ash candy, it's Quell Sarum, which would probably look something like the transmog sword we all got for playing WoW during the launch of the Warcraft movie. I could be wrong though, as it might be King Lane's sword that we received, but whatever, it's not canonical. Number 8, Khadgar. A well-known mage, we should all be acquainted with this guy and his amazing ability to turn back the clock and turn from being an old man on the verge of death to a semi-young powerful archmage. Either that or when he shaves he goes through a complete transformation. Making his debut in Warcraft 2, known as the poorly animated guy who closed the poorly animated Dark Portal, he seems to not only be a jack of all trades but a master of them, from fire, arcane, and frost. Maybe if put into heroes he could manipulate all three through his heroic ability, or at the start of the game he could choose one element for the rest of the game, similar to Karazim's first talent. I think that would be pretty cool. Number 7, Edwin/Vanessa Van Cleef. Edwin was sort of announced in the same way that Kel'Thuzad was announced, and yet he looks like this. Both could be on the shelf or development. Who knows? Point is, playing as the iconic Edwin or his lesser iconic daughter, Vanessa, would be really cool. Introduced in World of Warcraft Classic, he was the leader of the Defias Brotherhood, and was succeeded by his daughter after she watched us murder him in front of her and cut his head off 5 times so everyone could go home and get their precious rewards. Aren't we nice travelers? Naturally, they are both rogues, so their moves would be rogue-orientated. However, I don't think permanent stealth would suit him best, as he likes to attack head-on and deceive people with stealth and clones. Similar to how Shaco works in League of Legends, but I'd prefer to see him as a more aggressive hero. Number 6, Magna Agwin. Not going to lie, I originally had Medivh at number 6. Then he got released moments before I finished this video, so I had to think of a replacement. I picked Agwin for 2 reasons. 1, she's mega powerful and is Medivh's mother, so she seems pretty appropriate. And 2, this list has a serious lacking of female humans, so 2 birds, 1 stone. Agwin is seen as an extremely powerful hero, and as I said before, the mother of Medivh, making her the guardian before she passed the duty on to Medivh. Overall, she is a badass and has a questionable personality and overall motives. She's more of an anti-hero than anything else. proving that you don't have to be your lovey-dovey in order to be doing the greater good. This would be a great addition to the game and really help get away from the girly stereotype without necessarily making the girl a lesbian. I'm looking at you, Zarya. Also, she defeated Sargeras' avatar, and if that's not godlike power, then I don't know what is. Number 5, Leroy Jenkins. This one is surely inevitable. Everyone is well acquainted with Leroy, even if you do not play Warcraft, or know much about it. He's done wonders for the WoW community in terms of amusement, and is a well-known sense of comic relief. What could be better? Playing him, of course. I think he would be a good April Fool's hero. Release him with a terrible moveset and heroic ability that just makes him yell out his famous catchphrase, and he will home in onto the enemy's core and will not stop until he either reaches it or dies. Give him a chicken drumstick that heals him, and there you go, April Fool's hero. But afterwards, I think he should be made into a proper hero, of course. Number 4, Anduin Wrynn. If you've been playing the last 2 expansions of WoW, then you probably would have heard or seen the Little Prince of Stormwind and his questionable relationship with Wrathion. True, this hero is nothing too unique. He does not have much room for character development, but he is more likable if you have read the novels. The main reason why he is here, however, is apart from him, there are not that many notable priests in Warcraft. Since I play a priest and a warlock in WoW, I would like to see it in heroes. Of course, Anduin would be a holy priest, a very powerful one at that. He is a bit underrated in the game, but in the novel he really shines and is actually quite powerful. Hell, he nearly beat the shit out of Vol'jin in one novel, so that's gotta count for something. Number 3, Bud Neckred. Who can forget this lovable retard? Bud is a helpful, hilarious NPC quest giver with questionable intelligence. Making his debut in Wrath of the Lich King, he wore a troll mask and thought he was a troll. Armed with nothing but a frying pan and no life preservation, he is not a half-bad ally. I'd like to see him in Heroes as a tank and probably have a trait called Thick Skull, which reduces damage he takes under certain conditions. Along with the frying pan as a weapon, and his heroic ability could be something a little bit wacky, like putting on a troll mask, which buffs him significantly. I'm not sure, I'm just throwing ideas out there. Number 2, Tyrion Fordring. Tyrion Fordring, a well-known champion and leader of the Argent Crusade, wielding the legendary Ashbringer. Probably one of the more older and epic tales in Warcraft, Tyrion and the Ashbringer are known all across the community. Getting to fight by his side in Icecrown Citadel and assist him in killing the Lich King are legendary memories. Naturally, Tyrion is the representation of Retribution Paladins, so it would be appropriate for him to have ret moves. The exact set moves I am not sure of, but he would be a good, powerful assassin. Of all things, he must have the legendary Pallywings. And number 1, Varian Wrynn. And of course, the King of Stormwind, leader of the Alliance, Varian Wrynn. Varian is much like Lothar, a legendary powerful warrior. He has had a very traumatic and unstable past, but regardless of that, he remains resilient to his cause. Varian owns the legendary weapon Charlemagne, which has the ability to split into 2 blades. I think that would be a cool mechanic to have in Heroes. Either as a trait or heroic ability, he could switch between the 2 modes through activating his trait, giving him 2 different sets of abilities to use, or having the blades split or even form as one, being his heroic abilities. If it were to be like that, I think he'd operate in a very similar fashion to Riven from League of Legends. Either way, I cannot wait to see Varian Wrynn in the game. I would play the hell out of him and learn how to be good at him. Anyway guys, that's my list. Do you have any human Warcraft heroes that you would like to see in Heroes of the Storm? Let me know in the comments. Like if you haven't liked the video yet, and if you really like what you see, you can subscribe and check out my other content on my channel. Thanks for watching guys, have a good one.